Now, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala has been appointed the new chief of the World Trade Organization, becoming the very first woman to ever lead the Switzerland-based institution and the first African citizen to take on that role. Now, here's a little bit of information about her. She was born in Nigeria, and of course, she graduated from Harvard University in 1976 and then earned a PhD from MIT. She then became the very first woman to take on the Nigerian Finance Ministry as well as the Foreign Ministry. She was also the first female to run for the World Bank presidency, where she spent 25 years working. In October, her WTO candidacy was supported by all geographic regions at the trade body of the United States, even though it was rejected by the then Trump administration, who said that it will continue backing the Korean candidate. However, Okonjo-Iweala's appointment was cleared when President Joe Biden announced a few days ago that his support for the 66-year-old still stands. Her vision is to rejuvenate and strengthen the World Trade Organization to tackle effectively ongoing trade issues. Of course, what are the trade prospects of Okonjo-Iweala's appointment? We're joined by international trade expert Richard Ampabin. We're so grateful that you joined us, sir. Of course, this is big news, not just on the global scale, but back home in Ghana and across the continent. How do you welcome this announcement? What exactly, in your point of view, must be her priority?
Well, first of all, let me use your platform to congratulate our sister Ngozi Okonjo for her appointment. In spite of the initial spokes that were put in her way, some of us knew it was just a matter of time. She would be appointed, given her credentials. What excites me most is her reformist agenda. You know, we all remember her at IMF. She did a lot of reforms. When she became Nigeria finance minister under General Obasanjo, His Excellency, we all saw the things that this lady did to Nigeria economy. Now she's coming global, and no other place than WTO, which needs a lot of reforms, if you like it. And I'm very confident she's cut for that job.
Great, but you know that her priorities lie along three lines. First of all, deepening multilateralism, also ensuring that the trust among member states is restored, as well as also advancing the cause of SMEs across all boards, and ensuring fair trade along the north and south, the global north as well as the global south. But amidst this priority lie challenges, you wouldn't say?
No, there are, especially if you look at how the developed countries are behaving at WTO. As I speak to you, sometimes the reform they do is change of language. And you think they are only making a grammatical correction. No, it's a reform. And trade agreement, you know, is goods and services. Usually, those of us down south forget about the services and concentrate on goods. Here you are, they use sentences and statements to do reform outside our purview. And that is where I like China. China has taken WTO as a curriculum in their schools, especially in the universities. And China will never take you on trade issue and lose.
Exactly.
Because before they take you there, they are so sure, because the trade agreements are like the Bible to the Chinese. And I think when Okonjo becomes, that's what her vision for Africa will be. Not that she's going to be biased towards Africa, but she will make us have knowledge about WTO issues. And to me, that's where, again, my excitement is coming from.
But beyond this excitement, how do you inform the prospects for Africa? Because even though it looks bright out there, when it comes to international trade, we're not even trading amongst ourselves, let alone internationally.
No, I've stated it somewhere that our African Continental Free Trade Area is such that it is going to attract other blocs to join. Why do I say this? I say this because this is the largest regional bloc trade of about 2 billion people, about 3 trillion GDP. We've all agreed to come together without exception. And mind you, when it comes to commodity trade, we are the most. We only fall short in the service trade. So with her guidance, if we master the game and come into services and add, and services here, I'm referring to hospitals, I'm referring to banking, I'm referring to schools, such that a Ghanaian can go to Nigeria and open bank, and Ghanaians can access loan from every part of the continent. And that is what we are talking about. So, my brother, the gains that we'll get out of her appointment, and I've told you already, she's a reformist.
Exactly. Richard, we're so grateful.
We are going to benefit.
Great. Richard, we're so grateful for your input there. He's an international trade expert speaking to us on the prospect of the appointment of Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala as WTO Chief.